Hey, today I would like to come back on one thing which is very important. When I would say, especially when you have some kind of difficult emotions, and you don't know what to do with that. Even without that, but especially when you come in this situation, it's to come back on yourself, to come back on yourself, on your own value. I think that's really basically the most important thing. The most problems, I think, come from the fact that we put value outside of ourselves. We put value on someone else. We put value on a certain condition that is external to ourselves. Okay, and that's the biggest mistake. Think about, for example, that can really help to focus on what's important. Think about someone that you really find has a lot of value for yourself. Okay, big star, for example. Do you put that person, imagine this person in really bad situations? It's even difficult to imagine this person being depressed and thinking, oh, life is against me and I'm depressed and those kinds of things, because to your mind, this person really represents someone who is proud, with big value, that knows his value, obviously, and which is proud of himself or herself. Okay, and so you can't imagine this person reacting other than being like still proud, still okay, but I'm the value. The value is me, really, and whatever happens, I'll find a way. And that's obvious when you think of someone that really has a great value for you. So obviously the real thing is there. It's if you really have like some great consideration for yourself, if you really put the value first, the great value here first, nothing that really happens is really bad. It's just a situation, and like I would say, like when you're watching a movie, there is the hero. Whatever negative situation can arise, you always, when you watch the movie, you always watch a hero, basically, that is in the middle of maybe a big situation, but he's still the hero. He's still the main value, and that he's going to handle that one way or another, and he's still the hero. So that doesn't diminish his value and his importance at all, no matter what happens. Okay, so the thing is, if you come back with this kind of enthusiasm for yourself, that changes everything. So what I propose is just to you can close your eyes, and if you have some kind of depressed ideas, negative emotions and all that, you can observe these emotions and just realize that those are just emotions. That everything that happens is just a situation. The world is full of people, of resources, and so on. And you are the value. No matter what, you have a whole world at your fingertips, because really you can do whatever you want. It's just a matter of, do you open up? Are you open enough to this world? Okay, and that's very important to come back on your value. Now, maybe you can relate to that, but that makes me think of the kind of moments where I did that, I would say, the more deeply. It was when I was doing judo competition, okay, before combat. Really, the game there is really to come back on yourself and to put the whole value on yourself. You're the best. Because if you have any doubt about that, there's no way you can win a combat in front of someone who will make everything to make you lose. That's obvious. So that's a game. Obviously, you're not there because you want to be there. There's still pressure, but you're willing to do that. So you play the game and you learn to do that, and you learn to attribute the best value to yourself first. And that's a very good thing, because basically that's what you have to do in front of any situation. Now, obviously, in a competition, there is, I would say, someone to fight and to win, but that's just a game. That's a very good game, and that's, I would say, the beauty of competition, because in the real world, there are some competitions, but it's always a game. You can choose to play the game or not. There are many resources as much as you want, and you don't need this particular job, this particular position, this particular person to say okay to you, or no matter what, because there are thousands others here. So there's a competition only if you want. That's a game. In real life, there's no real competition. If you're the biggest value for yourself, you have all the resources you want, and you have the best life ever you can live. So that's a very good thing. And judo competition and sports competition, for example, is just a game. And it's the beauty of that is that you have someone playing the opponents and forces you to play the game, to put the value on yourself, and to, I would say, reclaim your rights to be the best. And obviously the best in front of someone else is a game, but to put all the value in myself instead of outside, that's the real thing. That's what applies in all our life. So maybe you did that in sports competition, on other anything, I don't know, anything in your life that you can relate to and say, yeah, I had to believe in myself, and I kind of insisted that, yeah, I'm the best. Yes, I will make it. I will make it. A lot of moments in your life when you have a goal that you really want to reach, and you really aim for it, you do these kind of things. You know how to do it. And the thing is, do it for everything in your life. So you don't have to have a particular goal to come back on yourself and say, yeah, all the value is there, no matter what happens outside. It's great because I'm there and I'm going to handle it beautifully. And if you have negative emotions, look at these emotions and in a way step back and make the difference. Okay, we are kind of overwhelmed by our emotions, and suddenly we step back and say, okay, those are my emotions. Me, I'm there. I'm the big value. Those are just a little experience, but I have much more, and I am the real value. Okay, and just do that. I think the more you do that, the better. I started to do that, and it's really reminded me of what is the real point where I have to focus on. Okay, so try that. Tell me how it happens, what it gives for you. Okay, and as always, if you want more, I have a free training for you on training.soundscrazy.net. Okay, and I'll talk to you very soon. Have a great life because you deserve it. Bye.